If you can take control of your mind, you can take control of your life. Stop choosing the easy path, the path of comfort, convenience, and minimal effort. That path only leads to an average, unremarkable life. Choose the hard path instead. Choose the path of discipline, of hard work, of consistency, the path of blood, sweat, and tears. The path of going the extra mile when no one else is willing to. That's the path that will lead you to your dreams, your goals, and everything you've ever wanted. That's the path that leads to victory. We all have two voices in our heads. One of them is comforting, familiar, and always seems to have your best interests at heart. Or at least, it feels that way. It's the voice that tells you to take it easy, stay in bed, sleep in a little longer, and avoid pushing yourself too hard. It tells you that you deserve to rest today, that one day off won't hurt, and that you've earned some downtime. It makes you feel good in the moment, like you're taking care of yourself by not overdoing it. But then there's that other voice, the one we don't like listening to, the one we try to push to the background because it asks tough questions we're not always ready to face. This voice is persistent. It asks you, what could you become? It doesn't let you off the hook easily. It challenges you to think beyond the moment, beyond comfort. What could you achieve if you worked as hard as you possibly could? What would happen if you disciplined yourself, really disciplined your mind, and didn't keep choosing the easy way out? It asks you to imagine the person you could be if you stopped avoiding the struggle and decided to push yourself farther than you ever have before. That's the voice you need to listen to. It's the voice that doesn't want you to settle for mediocrity. It's the beast inside of you, waiting to be unleashed. When you want something, you can't expect the world to just hand it to you. That's not how life works. No one's going to give you anything for free. There are no shortcuts, no handouts. No one is going to say, "Oh, you want this? Here, take it." That's not how success happens, yet so many people seem to think that if they just put in a little effort, they'll be rewarded with big results. They think if they stick to a diet for a few days, they'll wake up with the body they've always wanted. Or if they do a few tasks at work, they should be running a multi-million-dollar company by now. But they don't understand the truth. The truth is, real success takes time. It takes doing the hard things that most people aren't willing to do, day in and day out. It's about putting in your best effort every single day and then pushing yourself to do even better tomorrow. It's about striving for excellence in everything you do. It's not just about doing the work, it's about doing it better than anyone else. And when the easy option is right there in front of you, when all you want to do is lay on the couch instead of hitting the gym, when you'd rather hang out with friends than study, you've got to push yourself to do what needs to be done. It might be the last thing you feel like doing, but you've got to do it like it's your favorite thing in the world. That's what discipline is. Discipline means not letting your feelings control your actions. It's about showing up and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. You have to be the one in control, not your emotions. At some point, you've got to get tired of losing. You've got to get so sick of coming up short that you decide you're done with it. You've got to play angry and use that anger as fuel to get better. You have to get to the point where you can't even relate to lazy people anymore. You don't speak their language because you're operating on a whole different level. You have to take control of your mind and make it do the things that are necessary to win, no matter how you feel. Rewards don't come before the work, they come after. The only place where success comes before hard work is in the dictionary. So stop wasting time looking for excuses. Winners don't do that. Winners look for solutions. They don't sit around asking why they haven't reached their goals yet. They get up and figure out what they need to do to get there. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself the hard questions. Am I working hard enough? Am I studying enough? Am I doing everything I possibly can? Am I pushing myself to my absolute limits? And don't lie to yourself. Be honest. If the answer is no, then you know what you need to do. You need to step up your game. You need to push yourself harder, work longer, and give more. Because every single one of us can do more. We can all work a little harder, stay focused a little longer, and try just a little more. It's our minds that hold us back, not our bodies. If you can take control of your mind, you can take control of your life. Stop choosing the easy path, the path of comfort, convenience, and minimal effort. That path only leads to an average, unremarkable life. Choose the hard path instead. Choose the path of discipline, of hard work, of consistency. The path of blood, sweat, and tears. The path of going the extra mile when no one else is willing to. That's the path that will lead you to your dreams, your goals, and everything you've ever wanted. That's the path that leads to victory. I wish I could sugarcoat it for you. I wish I could tell you that you could just do a couple of things and get everything you want. But that's not how it works. If you want to make it in life, you have to be willing to get tough. You have to be willing to put in extra effort, more than you thought was possible. Ordinary effort will get you ordinary results. If you want to be extraordinary, you've got to do extra. You've got to go beyond what's expected, beyond what's comfortable. Here's the thing. Every one of us has extraordinary potential. Every single one of us is capable of achieving amazing things. But it's up to you to decide if you're willing to put in the work. When you quit, your mind shuts down. It doesn't grow. There's no expansion when you quit. But if you keep pushing, even when it sucks, even when you're suffering, your mind will adapt. It will grow. You'll start to engage parts of yourself that you didn't even know existed. When you're in that struggle and you refuse to give up, your brain figures out a way to get through it. You unlock potential that you never knew was there. Push through the pain long enough, and there's glory on the other side. But you've got to keep going. You've got to tell your mind where you want to go, and then make it figure out how to get there. Keep pushing, and your mind will eventually say, "He's not stopping, so we need to grow." That's when the real change happens. If you want to achieve something worthwhile, something great, it's going to be hard. So don't judge your progress based on how difficult the path is. Every worthwhile journey is tough. Struggle, pain, misery. These are signs that you're on the right path. Everyone who has ever achieved something great has faced those same struggles. No one who is where you want to be got there without going through the pain and the suffering. If you want to be great, you have to accept that the struggle is part of the process. Every day, look at yourself in the mirror and ask, what am I willing to do to get what I want? If your answer is, whatever it takes, then you'll get there. It might take time, but you'll make it. Most people will quit, but you won't. You've got to decide that you're going to be relentless. You refuse to be denied. You're going to go all out. Effort is everything. It's what wins championships. It's what wins battles. It's not about talent. It's about effort. You've got to push yourself to give more, even when you're tired, even when you're frustrated, even when you'd rather be doing something else. You said you were going to do this, and now it's time to follow through. The price of regret is much heavier than the price of discipline. You never want to wake up one day and wish you had worked harder or wish you had pushed yourself more. You don't want to live in regret. If there's something you want to do, something you want to achieve, go for it.